My question is, why did it matter so much to you that you felt the need to interject yourself in their conversation and ask them why they were concerned about something that affects them? Huh, sir? See, the thing is, these women were at the cookout, minding their business, having a good time, and you decided to just crash the party. But you didn't bring no dessert, you didn't bring nothing to drink, you didn't bring a dish, you just came to crash the party and offered absolutely nothing. Hey everyone, so I hope you're doing fine. So I came across a conversation on Twitter between a black man and a black woman, and I thought it was interesting and thought maybe we could have a little conversation about it. You give me your opinion and your perspective. Well, I guess it wasn't necessarily a conversation, it was a Twitter exchange. So basically there's been a lot of conversation about downlow men. The last couple of weeks, especially with P Valley being back on, the thing going on with Nick Cannon and Kel Mitchell. I like to say my channel, people are watching, but I won't take credit for that yet, girl, but we getting there. So initially, black women were on Twitter having a conversation amongst themselves like they do often. You know, productive, enlightening, meaningful conversations that black women have. You don't typically see their counterparts doing the same things, but anyways. One black woman posted on Twitter, she said there's way more DL men than you girls know. So based off that tweet, other black women started responding, giving their perspective, their opinion, some of their experiences. And of course, black men were outside watching the conversation. But unlike black gay men and black women, the heterosexual black men don't know how to mind their business. They don't know how to just be nosy and just listen. They had to insert themselves in the conversation. And what you'll learn about black men is when the conversation is not productive or not uplifting or not flattering towards them, they want to shut it down. So he decided to quote the woman's tweet and said, "Why y'all women be so worried if a man DL or not?" Now, originally when I saw this strolling this morning, I thought this was a gay man because I know gay men like to defend down low men. I had no idea this was a heterosexual man. I don't understand where he comes in this conversation unless he's, well, we'll get there, girl. So a black woman responds and said, "Ain't nobody trying to suck, you know what, that's been in another man's, you know what, I suppose." Now, was there a little bit of an undertone behind that? Of course. But we'll keep moving. So then the alleged heterosexual black male responds and says, "If you find out buddy DL, just simply leave him alone, because if you don't find out, you're going to suck it anyway." See, the thing is, he's talking, but he's really not saying anything. Why was that needed in the conversation? Why do you think your opinion matters when black women are speaking on their experiences of dealing with down low men? As a heterosexual man, why do you think your opinion matters? I don't get that. But the thing is, I'm uncomfortable with people having this conversation because then people are starting to look at them. People are starting to look at their homeboys. People may be starting to look at their friends. And it's uncomfortable for them. So based off what he's saying, if you have an experience with a DL man, you should just let it go and move on. You shouldn't talk about it. Keep it on the low, right? I'm just here to tell you, you don't have the right to tell any woman what to do. So the black woman responds and says, "And that, sir, is exactly why women care so much." So the male responds and says, "But them don't be the only ones doing flaw stuff. Seems to me y'all worried about the wrong stuff." So because this conversation is unflattering to him, this conversation makes him a little bit uncomfortable, this conversation doesn't shine the best light on black men, he feels he has the right to come in and try to shut it down. See, the thing with them is you can only speak on them when the experience is positive. And a lot of people, I'll keep that to myself. And by you saying those aren't the only ones who do flaw stuff, okay, but that's what we're talking about right now. The conversation right now is about down low black men. Did you have something to add to that? You have something beneficial to add to this conversation that these women were having, because they didn't invite you into the conversation. You just kind of came, but you didn't bring anything when you came. So you came to the cookout uninvited, and then you didn't bring any food to add to the table. So at this point, I'm frustrated with him, and I guess the black woman is too, because her next response is, "Why do you care if women be worried about DL men?" Great question, ma'am, and that would have been the first question I asked him. Why are you a part of this conversation as a heterosexual man? Are you a download girl? Are you a download brother? Are you? So I think at this point she started to pick up on the signs that I picked up on. So he said, "I don't. I just asked a simple question. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all or care what y'all do with y'all life. Ooh, girl, you sounding real sassy and you getting mad. Why are you getting mad? You jumped into a women's conversation. That's just such a sassy response from a heterosexual man. Like, girl, sister. So you know the black woman had to come in for the kill, and then she responded, yeah, because that's a weird question to ask coming from a straight man. And man, I absolutely agree. I would ask him why he's so concerned, why he's so invested, why it matters to him so much. Why are you trying to downplay these women's experiences or opinions or feelings towards these type of men? So then he said, I don't understand how that's a weird question to ask coming from a straight man. A straight man can't ask a question about gay references now. This is just a subject that popped on my timeline, so I asked a question. Yeah, but the thing is, when things don't pertain to us, when things don't have anything to do with us, although we may be interested in the topic or the subject, sometimes we should just watch and listen and not give our perspective, especially when it adds nothing to the conversation. See, what you did was try to come and shut the conversation down, and the girls weren't having it. I don't know, sir. It seemed like your slip started to show a little bit. It seemed like you felt attacked, like you was a DL brother and that's the lifestyle you was living. I just don't understand why you were so bothered by the conversation that you needed to interject yourself. But, you know, I don't want to project, so I'll just bring it to y'all and you give me your opinion. I just don't understand. These women weren't singling out any specific men. They were speaking on their experiences and what they feel like. They were not bashing black men as a whole, as a collective. Like, they were just saying there's a lot more DL men than you know. I think you as a straight man, how would you know to either agree or combat that? Do you deal with men? Are you a woman? Are you a gay man? Do you have DL homeboys? Mind your business, sir. The conversation's going to get had. It's been going on way too long, girl. The conversation's being had, girl. It's on TV now. People are coming out and talking about it. People are sharing their experiences. It's okay. You will be all right. But let me know your comments, opinions, perspectives on this. Do you feel the call was coming from the inside and that's why he had to respond? He felt triggered. He felt attacked. Or do you think it's just an uncomfortable conversation that these men don't want to have or want to see other people having? Like, comment, subscribe. See you next time.